Consent agenda is declared adopted. Moving on to proclamations, recognitions, presentations, and announcements. I have one proclamation to read, and I would like to invite Lindsay Hovind, Policy Engagement Manager with the American Heart Association. And I don't see Lindsay. Oh, there she is. Sorry, Lindsay. I was looking into the audience, and there you are on the Zoom screen. Wonderful. Thank you, Lindsay, for being here today. Please allow me an opportunity to read this proclamation. Whereas the City of Tacoma recognizes the importance of providing access to safe and convenient places for people to be physically active regardless of age, race, income, socioeconomic status, disability status, or geographic location. And whereas approximately 1 in 5 children and 2 in 5 adults in the U.S. have obesity, and 1 in 2 adults live with a chronic disease, with about half of this group having 2 or more chronic diseases. And whereas the Physical Activity Guidelines for Americans recommends that children get 60 minutes or more of moderate to vigorous intensity physical activity each day, and adults get at least 150 hours a week of moderate intensive activity, such as brisk walking. And whereas only half of adults and 1/4 of youth get the recommended amounts of aerobic physical activity they need, which helps reduce and prevent chronic diseases and is vital for healthy aging and preventing early death. And whereas the Center for Disease Control and Prevention is leading Active People Healthy Nation, a national initiative to help 27 million Americans become more physically active by 2027. And whereas individual effort alone is not enough to improve opportunities for people to be physically active, and significant policy, systems, and environmental changes are needed to support and protect individual efforts to make healthier choices. And whereas the City of Tacoma recognizes its ability to expand achievable, measurable, and sustainable efforts to increase physical activity across the community by supporting Active People, Healthy Nation strategies. Now, therefore, I, Victoria Woodard's Mayor of the City of Tacoma, on behalf of the City Council, do hereby proclaim today, Tuesday, March 29th, 2022, as Active People, Healthy Nation Day in the City of Tacoma, and pledge that Tacoma will continue to support policies that improve physical activity options such as safe routes to schools, bicycling lanes and active transportation, and access to parks and public spaces to allow residents the opportunity and safety to walk, bike, exercise, and be an active part of my community. I hereby challenge residents and my fellow council members to get out and get active and take steps to improve your personal health through physical activities. And Lindsay, I'd like to turn it over to you and thank you for being here today.
Mayor Woodard, thank you for that. And it was all so well put. I don't really know that I could add much to that, but thank you again, Mayor Woodard, for your leadership. My name is Lindsay Hovind. I'm here on behalf of the American Heart Association. It's so exciting to see Tacoma's ongoing commitment to health and wellness. We certainly appreciated this past support of the Heart Walk, and we're hoping to bring that back as an in-person event this fall. But today, I just thank you for issuing this proclamation in support of Active People Healthy Nation. As you mentioned, the CDC is aiming to get 27 million Americans more physically active by 2027. We know that people who live in neighborhoods where it's easier and safer to walk around, they're more active and they have a reduced risk of heart disease and diabetes. So I applaud your efforts to make it easier for our friends and neighbors to get physical activity. Those policies and programs that you mentioned, like safe routes to school, building an infrastructure of our transportation network that lets people walk, bike, and roll, it really can do so much to make it easier to get that physical activity and reap those health benefits. So again, thank you. We so appreciate this moment in time to pause and think about our health, and thank you again.
Thank you, Lindsay. And I just want to add to that, you know, as a city, it's really great to hear the practical ways in which we can help keep our community safe. And I think too often we forget about the policies that we passed and what they can actually do for communities. And so getting out and getting active, it's vital to our personal health. I know it is to mine. But walkable communities, as so many of my council members talk about, improve the overall health of a community. So it's not just the ability to get down the street, but it's actually the ability to get out and walk around the neighborhood and exercise. You know, this is a council that has been extremely committed to building active and walkable communities and activating public spaces. I'm so proud to live in a community where just a couple years ago, our Parks Department was awarded the #1 park district in the country for our park system and our ability for people to access our park system. The other thing that's really important about this for us is something that we've been working on and was started under the leadership of Councilmember Beal, who's no longer here. But that was Vision Zero, and this really, Vision Zero is a goal to make sure that no more accidents happen in our community, and there are lots of steps that we can take for that. But sometimes it's really great to be able to take steps to reduce accidents, but also by reducing accidents, we're also building a healthier community. So I'm excited to work with a council that's committed to this goal, and grateful to you for the work that the Heart Association does. And I say you challenge us in the fall to see if we can't put together a council team to walk in the Heart Walk this year.
Well, we would welcome that. We thank you. And we are here as a partner. So as you consider other ways to build out those walkable, bikeable spaces, we're here to work with you. Thank you.
Thank you, Lindsay. We'll make sure you get a formal copy of this proclamation. Everybody, please join me in a round of applause. Thank you. And now we're going to move on to the next item, which I am